Hey everyone, Pastor Ian Wolf from First Lutheran Church in downtown Baker City at the Pastor's Flashlight YouTube channel. And I'm starting a new series of videos, and this is just a video to introduce those upcoming videos that I'm going to call the Sunday Spotlight. Now, the Sunday Spotlight is meant to be a look forward to the coming Sunday. And I'm going to publish them, or at least try to publish them, every Monday, where I will read the collect, the piece of the liturgy called the introit, which is an introduction, an entering into the divine liturgy, the Mass, that we don't always use at First Lutheran Church, but it is something that gives context and a theme to every Lord's Day, every Sunday. So I'll read that. I'll likely read the epistle and gospel lesson, or maybe just one of them, depending upon the length of the readings. I don't want these videos to be too long, maybe 5 to 6 minutes, something like that. And then I'm going to give just one or two kind of ideas that are in my head. Mondays are usually, for me, days in the office to start sermon preparation. And usually I translate whatever lesson I'm happening to preach on. Right now I'm working my way through the epistle lessons as the base text for my sermons on Sundays. And so likely in the next few videos you'll hear more about the epistle lesson than you might the gospel lesson. But that's just because that's where my head is. And that may not always be the case either. So I hope this is of benefit to you as you grow and learn more about the Christian faith and your own spiritual disciplines that you have throughout the week. As Christians, we're meant not to live just Sunday to Sunday, but to live every day leading up to Sunday. As an act of preparation, preparing our souls, our minds, our hearts to receive the gifts that God is going to give us on Sunday through His Word and also through His sacraments. And so these Sunday spotlights are meant to aid us in that journey towards the great holy day of Sunday. Here at First Lutheran Church, one other thing needs to be said. We here are using what's called the One-Year Historic Lectionary, or the Historic One-Year Lectionary. And it's a series of readings appointed for every Sunday and festival in the church year that has been in use for roughly 800 to maybe 1,000 years. We're not quite certain when it began or when it was formally established. And that one-year lectionary that repeated every year was replaced in the 1960s and 70s by what is called the 3-year lectionary, or the Revised Common Lectionary. You'll hear those both. Our readings in the 1-year lectionary don't always match up with that of the 3-year. In fact, more often than not, they don't. The closest of the 3 years to the 1 year is Series A, or Year A, in the Revised Common Lectionary. There's more overlap between the 1 year and Year A than there is B and C. I know that's a bit of jargon and high technical language, but just so you know that the readings we're using at church, at First Lutheran, actually come from a long pedigree of Sunday readings for the church. So that's what we're using, and that's what will be the basis for these Sunday spotlights. I hope they're of benefit to you, and I hope you enjoy them. God's blessings and peace.